What's up guys, Buadeo is here. Today I want to teach you how you can make main menu in your game and you can implement that feature in any of your project. So if you are looking for the fast clean main menu, this video will be for you. And before we begin, if you like my content and want to see more videos like this, please like this one and subscribe to my channel because it really means a lot for me. Now let's get started, and I have this game from the spaceship tutorial that I have done a few weeks ago, and I want to create main menu for this game. So what I'm gonna do, I will create new scene by selecting file, new scene, create, and let's save this scene in the scenes folder and let's name it menu. You can obviously name it main menu or something like that. And to have main menu, we need to create buttons. To create buttons, we can click on the empty space of the hierarchy panel and you will see this window. We can select UI and you will see this button TextMesh Pro. TextMesh Pro is just new version of UI for Unity. It also has this legacy button, old one, but we will use this new one. And if you are doing this first time, this TextMesh Pro elements in your project, some window will pop up and you just need to click there, import, and don't worry, it just takes few seconds. It will import TMP Essentials and you are ready to go. Anyway, we have the button and let's rename it to be our start game button. And also let's change text. It has this text child, as you see, to be start game. And before we start working on our button, just select the canvas, and if we scroll down you will see this UI scale mode, which is set to constant pixel size. And for the better scaling, let's select the scale with the screen size, and I will say here 9020 by 1080 for the regular, just ordinary full HD screen, and most of the games use this resolution for the PC. And now let's start working on our button. So let's select our button. By the way, you can select this 2D view and you will see your button better. We can select this rectangle and make our button bigger or smaller, however we like. And I think it looks fine. Obviously, we need to anchor it on the top center. So let's select this one, top center. And our button is ready, but our text is pretty small right now. And what we're gonna do, we can select our text, and if we scroll down a little bit, you see all these elements, and you can make the font size bold. You can also change font itself. If you have any font in your project, you can drag it here in this slot, or you can select this three dot, and here will be all the fonts that are in your project. Right now I don't have any, so I will leave it as it is, and we can select the font size and make it 40 or something like that, or 45. Alternatively, what we can do, we can select this auto size, and for the max we can select 45, and this will do its job. Also, what we can do, we can select our button and change color of it. We can pick any color. I will choose some random color, so for example this one, and our button is ready. And if we start playing right now, you will see that we can click on it. Obviously nothing will happen, but we are able to click on it basically. And we can also play with the colors. You will see this normal color, highlighted color, pressed color, and all of the things. And what they does, for example, highlighted color, if we change it to be green, and pressed color if we change to be some purple. And let's press play and see what it looks like. I don't want to spend much time about it, but I want to show what opportunities you have. So we have button. When we hover over with our mouse, our button is green, and when we select, it changes color as well when we click on it. So just play around with colors and you will get to a desired design. And what I will gonna do, I will duplicate this button, and to duplicate, you can select your button in the hierarchy and click on the Control D and it will duplicate. Then we can select our move tool and move our button down. Let's duplicate one more time because we will need 3 buttons, one for the start, one for the quit, and the middle one will be for credits. And I'm gonna do this credits button animated to have some fun. And let's select the second button and rename it. First of all, this will be our credits button, and the third one will be our quit button. And obviously we need to change texts as well, so let's select these texts and we can say here quit. And by the way, you can make every letter uppercase by selecting this one, and I'm gonna do it. And let's select the second text, and this one will be for our credits. Select the uppercase, and that's it. Our basic design is ready for now. And let's start working on the start game to actually be able to do something. And what I'm gonna do, I will create new C# script, and to do it we can click on the empty space in the assets folder, create C# script, and name it anything you want. I named it menu. I already have this empty script prepared. And let's create some empty game object, and let's name it menu manager. And this will be for just to hold our script. So let's drag our script there, and let's open up in the Visual Studio. First of all, since we will be working with the scenes, we need to add on the top using Unity Engine.scene management here. And we don't need the start and update just yet. What we can do, we can create new function, public void, and let's name it game start to make sense, curly brackets. And here we can say that when we press our button, what we want to do, we want our scene manager dot load scene to be in with the index of 1. And if you have seen my tutorials, you probably are familiar already with what it does, but if not, I will shortly explain what it does. Let's go back in Unity and let your script compile. And if we select this file, I don't know why it takes so long. Okay, we are ready. File, build settings. You will see this window, scenes in build. Here will go all of your scenes that you want to be in your game when you build it. So what we can do, right now it's empty, and we should have the menu, which is our current scene. And we can select this add open scenes, and our menu is added to our build, and it has this index of 0. But here we say that we want, when we click on the start button, we want to go in the scene with the index of 1, which we don't have yet. So what we can do, let's close this window. Let's save our scene first of all. And when I start my game, I want to go in my game, which I showed you, my spaceship game. So I will select my scenes folder, and I will open my game that I want to go in. And what I'm gonna do, I will go in the files, build settings, and I will just add this scene into my builds. And right now, as you see, it has the index of 1, which we want. So when we click on the game start, we will go in this scene. If you don't have any game and you are just practicing with empty project, you can just create another scene, and you can go there just to test how it's working. And let's go back in main menu, and let's test this out and see if everything works for our start game, and then we will go for the credits. So we have these 3 buttons. Let's press the start game, and nothing will happen, as you see, because something is not working. We forgot to add actually some connection between our button and between our script, because we just have this game start function now, but Unity and this game start button does not know what to do. So we can select our start game button and let's scroll down and you will see this on-click events. We can select this plus sign, drag our menu manager because it has menu script here in the empty slot, and now here we can select menu and game start. So this way we have now connection between our game start function and our button. And when you are working with buttons, you can always use these on-click events. So let's select our start game. Let's start playing. And here we go. We are into our project and we can play this game. And when I die, I will go back. Okay, our start game button is working. So let's save our scene first of all. And let's work on our credits. For our credits, there are a million ways how we can implement our credits button. And what I'm gonna do to be simple, I will create new scene for my credits. So I will go in the files and new scene. And before you do it, just make sure to save everything here in your current scene. So let's create and let's save it in the scenes folder and let's name it credits, just credits. Okay, save. In this scene, what I'm gonna do, I will click on this UI and I will create raw image and I will drag this raw image to be in the wall canvas. And what I can do, I can anchor it to be stretch all the way, and I want to change color to be dark. So I will select this raw image and I will change color to be darker screen. And now in the raw image, I will click on it and UI text Mesh Pro. Let's make our text mesh pro bigger, like this, for example. And here we can say what we want to have in our credits. For example, designer Bua Dev, and I don't know, artist Mr. YouTube, and concept I don't know, Mrs. Unity, and music Bua. You get the point. Let's change size, font size to be 26, and just make sure that this screen, this border covers all of your text. And let's see how it looks like. But it's just simple script, and let's create animations. And first of all, let's select our text and drag it down. So way it's gonna work, when we go in the credits panel, our credits will slowly go up, and then we can go back. So let's drag our text here. And to create animation, we need this animation panel. And if you don't have and don't know how you can create that, you can select this window, animation and animation. And you can drag this panel right here on the down. Let's select our text, and after it we can start creating by selecting this create. This will let's select our folder where we want to create, and let's name it cred anim. Let's save, and if we press this this record button, our animation will start. And first of all, I'm gonna talk about how it's gonna work. As I said, we want this movement, and when we move on the upside, as you see, the position Y changes here. So we want to change our position Y. So let's record it. First of all, right now we have -348, and I will delete it and type it again, and it will create first frame. And after 600 frames, I want my panel to be here. So I will drag my text there. We can close this by selecting it one more time. And right now you see we have the simple animation that will be played when we go on the credits button. All right, let's first of all save this scene, and let's add our credits into our build settings because we will need it. And our credits is with the index of 2. And now what we're gonna do, first of all, let's select our animation and tick this loop time. We don't need this loop time, we want to only play it once. And let's go, let's create empty game object here with the name of credit manager, something like that. And let's drag our menu script there, and let's open our menu script. And the way it's gonna work, now first of all, let's create new function, public void credit menu. And when we select the credit menu, what we want our scene manager dot load scene. And I hope you know which index should we take here. We want index 2 because our credits has index of 2 in our build settings. We can save this, and if we go back into Unity, and if we go back to main menu script, main menu scene, sorry, let's go scenes menu. Oh, let's save everything. I always forgot to save something. And if we select first of all our credits button, we should make same on click. So click on the plus sign. Let's drag our menu manager, and in the functions we can select credit menu. That's how we called it. And we have now connection, and let's press play and see. First of all, we should save our scene, and now we can select press play and select our credits button. And when we select our credits, you see that our animated panel will show up. The one problem is that we will just stuck in this scene and nothing will happen. And what we can do, we can make new button here to select the back, or to say main menu, and we can select that. We can click on it and go back, or we can have some automatic system. And I'm gonna do exactly that. And I will go open our scene. We can use some coroutine, and coroutine is special method that runs out externally. And to create coroutine, we need special method of enumerator. Let's name it back to main, parentheses, curly brackets. And here we can say yield return new wait 4 seconds. And in the parentheses, we can say 10. Now, what it does, it just adds some wait time. So after 10 seconds, then that we are in the credits scene, we want to scene manager load scene with the index of 0. So after 10 seconds, our Unity will load scene with the index of 0, and the index of 0 is our main menu. And so after 10 seconds, we will go back into main menu. To run this coroutine, we can go in the start and say here start coroutine, and in the parentheses, we can say name of our enumerator, which is back to main. Don't forget parentheses one more time, semicolon, and let's say our script, and let's go back in Unity and check if everything works fine. And first of all, let's press play and see if we are able to go back. Let's select our credits and let's wait for a few seconds and see if we are able to go back automatically. And here in the credits panel, you can have some logos and designs or anything like that. And our credits button is working as well. Now, one more thing that I noticed, I don't like this background and it's pretty boring, just general. So what we can do, if you have any environment or any game project in your game already, you can go there. For example, I have this space scene, and I have this environment which contains these meteors and these asteroids and our spaceship itself. So I'm gonna copy it. Let's copy, and I'm gonna take it to my main menu scene, and I'm gonna paste it here, and let's resize to be on the better position. I will select my spaceship. Let's go back from the 2D view. Let's select and click F to concentrate on it, to zoom in, and let's down. And this looks much better, I think, but still this background is not the perfect. So what we can do, we can select main camera, and it has this skybox element right now, and we can change it to be solid color, and we can change some darker color. We can have some darker color, or if you want to use the skybox, and if you have the skybox elements already in your scene, maybe you downloaded your skybox. I have a lot of skyboxes right now in my project. What we can do, we can select the window, and in the lighting, in the rendering, we see this lighting, and in the environment, now you can see this default skybox that we have right now. We can select these three dots, and all the skyboxes that we have will appear here. And we can select the different skyboxes, and for example, I think this looks fine. Yeah, I will leave it this skybox. And here we go, we have some background, and our canvas and our UI looks much better. And we can also create some text element to have name if we want. And to do it, you can click on this canvas, UI, text mesh pro. Let's go in the scene view, 2D view, and select our text and click on the F to see where it is. Okay, it's here. We can drag it up, and you know how to resize it already, I hope. And we can say here blah blah blah. We can make it bigger, much bigger, I think. Yes. And we can change colors and all of the things. I don't want to spend much time about it. So basically we have our start game and credits button working, and only thing that is left is our quit button. So let's save our scene first of all, and let's start working on our quit button, which is very simple. First of all, let's open our script and create new method, public void quit game. And all the thing that we have to do here to say application.quit, parentheses, and save. That's it. Now let's save the script. To save, by the way, script, you can click on the Control S or Command S if you are on Mac, and let's have connection between a button and between this function by selecting quit button and drag it on the on click. We can select this plus sign, drag our menu manager here, and in the functions we can select quit game, and that's it. Now everything is working. We can test this out, but this quit button is not working in the editor, but when you build your game, everything will work fine. Just trust me, it's Unity's way to handle this quit button. It's not working on the editor, but it also obviously is working. And here we go, guys. I hope you understand everything. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments down below. And if you like my content and want to see more videos like this, please like, subscribe to my channel, and ring the notification bell not to miss any new upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.